Hey guys, it's me, Cammie. Today we're gonna be doing just a little get ready with me. I'm just having a relaxing Sunday, so I don't want to do too much. It's very skin focused, very glowy. What I do every day. Not so much on the eyes, of course. And yeah, and we're also gonna be doing a little review on the brand Auric, which I am super excited about, giving you my thoughts and feelings on the brand and how I think it makes my skin look. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a get ready with me. I'm gonna be doing a simple look, like what I do like basically every day. Doesn't have an eye, it's more skin focused, of course. I have a little breakout right here and something right down here that I want to get covered up. So we're gonna start. Just gonna pin my hair back, trying not to mess up my curls that I worked so hard on. I spent like 30 minutes diffusing them and like making sure they're nice and fluffy. That's just what it's gonna be right now because I don't want to like mess up my roots or anything. Okay, so we're gonna start with our eyebrows. I'm gonna brush them up. When you brush them up, it like helps make them conform to their like natural shape. So once you like pencil them in, you like know exactly what you're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my e.l.f. pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. I think it's their ultra precise brow pencil. I'm just gonna like look into my little mirror. Hopefully I'm not covering it up. I'm gonna first trace the whole underside of my brow, just to make it more defined. And then once you have this, I don't really trace the tail because I don't want it to be too chunky over there. So I kind of like leave that blank. And then after I trace the line, I go in with little strokes on the top of the tail. I don't go down here where like these little hairs are. And I just flick out little hair-like strokes. Just to define it enough, but not make it too overly chunky. And then once I do that, I'll like go more inward and continue those strokes. And lightly, once I get to the front of the brow, lightly do the strokes because I don't want that too dark. I want a nice fade on my brows. Okay, now once I have that shape down, I then take the spoolie end and I rake it through. Okay, now I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna move on to brow gel. And I use the e.l.f. Clear brow gel and lash mascara. I don't really use the lash side that much. I'll just end up using it when I run out of this side for my brows most of the time. So I'm gonna start, and I like a fluffy brow, so I'm gonna brush them up first. So anyway, yeah, today is my first weekend day because I work Tuesdays through Saturdays. I work for a news station, so my hours are a little funky. This past like work week has been like so boring. Like not a lot of news has happened. And I'm probably just because I'm comparing it from when President Biden got sworn in, because that week was a busy week. There's like I was definitely done by that week, but this week just drone on and on and on because nothing really happened that much, and I'm so glad for the weekend to like do something different. I work from home currently, and I'm moving on to the other brow. I'm just swooping it up again, and then I kind of lay it back down a little bit, just so it's not like sticking like straight up, because if it sticks like straight up, I look crazy. But yeah, I'm so glad we're doing something different this week. I work from home, like I said earlier, and it's hard. I feel bad complaining about working from home and stuff, just because, you know, there's a lot of people that like don't have the option of working from home, but it's very isolating, and I moved to this city a year ago, and I started working at my job now about 3 months in from moving here, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time working at my new job. Didn't spend a lot of time working at my new job, and then immediately COVID hit, and I was sent home, and I have this like huge monitor and computer just sitting in my living room, and that's like my workspace, and I don't know, it's kind of weird, and I wasn't able to make too many work friends. Like, I have some, of course, like in my department that I still talk to, like chat, but other people at my job, can't really see them, and of course, like, we can't go out and hang out and do other things like that. But yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty done. So today I'm gonna like get ready and like try and treat myself to a tiny outing. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. I'm gonna grab a coffee, even though I can make one here, but I just want a restaurant coffee, and I have one right down the street that I can walk to. Do those eyebrows look like even, or do I look crazy? I look a little crazy. Let me tie that down. But yeah, I'm gonna grab coffee. I'm gonna sit outside. I bought another book. Actually, I downloaded like 3 samples of books on my Kindle, and I'm gonna look through those and see if I want to buy them. I'm very excited. Yeah, that looks good. Sorry if I look to the side. That's where my monitor is for my camera. Okay, after the brows are done, I like to save my mascara for last. So I'm going to be doing more skin-focused stuff, but I'm not going to do foundation. I'm mostly going to conceal just the areas that I want. So I'm going to start with the Glossier stretch concealer. This is my favorite concealer of all time. It's like super dewy, and just looks like really nice on skin. And because it's like really sheer, you don't really need like an exact match on your skin. But I also like this look because it's pretty quick when I'm like not talking, and it looks like really fresh. Okay, do that. So let me show you. I wonder if you can like see the difference. But here's the eye that of course has the concealer, and here's the eye that doesn't right now. It just looks like so much brighter. Let me zoom you in. So here's the concealer underneath the eye, and then here's the eye without. I just think it does like such a good difference without looking like cakey at all, because it is more of a sheer dewy version, and it gives your under eye like a really hydrating look that I like. Alright, I'm gonna zoom you back out. I don't know what I'm gonna do after I read and finish my coffee though. I continue sitting outside. I might sit on my porch and also play some Animal Crossing, because I got back into that. I like stopped like midsummer, and now because I like got bored with it, of course, because I think Animal Crossing gets a little boring sometimes, just because of the I don't know, because you do the same things every day, so it's not like, and there's not like a story to it. You kind of have to like make up your own, like plan out like what you're gonna do that day in Animal Crossing. So I like put it away for a little while, and then I picked it back up probably about a month ago, and now I'm like really into it. I have like most of the rooms now. I think I'm missing 2 more rooms in my house, and I have a 5-star island now. I'm very proud because when I stopped, I only had 3-star island. And I'm still collecting all the fruit trees, but that's gonna take me forever because, like I said, I don't really have a lot of friends here, so I don't have ability to like go to other people's islands and get their fruit trees, or trade in the stock market. Like, I can't, like, yeah, so I'm at a little bit of disadvantage, so I can't get like a whole lot of money at once, and sometimes I just like forget Sundays to like go on there and like get turnips, so I always forget. So I feel like my process is a little slower in Animal Crossing, but I'm really proud of my island and the way it looks. I have like cute little parks everywhere, and I have like a swimming area, and I don't know, it's just cute. It's just been fun for me, and I'm trying to get new villagers, of course. I don't know if this looks like I'm picking my nose, but I'm just covering the little red spots under my nose right here. And see, this concealer, even though it's like lightweight, it still like covers up those little spots, which is nice. Like, evens you out. I'm just gonna also put on some on my chin just to like make it like kind of one with the center of my face, so it all looks like one color. And to conceal like the little spots that I have, I'm actually going to take my Milk foundation stick. I'm just going to rub it on my finger, and this is a little more heavy than the stretch concealer, of course, and it's a foundation, but I don't really like to use it as a foundation. It's actually a pretty good like concealer. And this particular foundation stick is very close to like my actual skin tone, so like for spot concealing like this, like on little blemishy areas, I like to use this. I like to use like the stretch concealer for more of a brightening look. So I'm gonna just stamp this on. I have this little area where I have like hormonal breakouts like all the time, and it just like clumps up with scars, like acne scars and stuff, so I always find myself concealing this area. It's fine. It's not like too noticeable, but I think it also, when I use a foundation, like, it just doesn't look like cakey. I feel like it makes it look a little thinner, a little more one with your skin than like a high coverage concealer. I'm going to set the areas where we put our concealer with the Glossier Powder. This powder is fine. It's just like a powder. It has a little bit of a tint to it, which is nice, and it doesn't really take away the dewiness that much. But I'll probably get a different powder once I finally run out of this. So we're going to pat out that little bit of creasing first before we set it. Then set it into the eye. Really, I don't know, how's everyone else like doing during the pandemic? I feel like most people are like back at work. So how's that? Like I feel like I talked to most people that like maybe stayed home for like a month and like immediately had to go back after, which doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah, I'm just fortunate that my company takes our health like kind of seriously and like doesn't want a crowd. The only issue I have was like I'm part of the only department that's at home really right now because I can easily do my job at home. But you know, try not to complain too much. I'm going to move on to highlight. I like to do highlight first because I feel like when you do it first and you put on your other products, it looks like really blended in the skin. And I'm really excited because I'm doing Auric, the Glow Lust from Sam Ravndahl's brand. I just got this in the mail, I think yesterday, and I already used it yesterday. It's really nice, but the only thing with it, and I'll show you how I do it, is because I put on too much the first time, and because I have oily skin, it made me look a little greasy by the end of the day. So now I'm going to try and do it more like spot highlighting instead, because when I like put it kind of like everywhere, it just yeah, it was just a little too much for my skin. I feel like people with like dry skin would like really like it. Also the cap, I know a lot of people like talked about the cap. It's really like not that hard to open. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a normal cap to me. So what I like to do, I like to just do a little bit on the back of my hand. So like that much, like not even like, no, not a full pump, because last time I did a full pump and I still had like a glob from like putting it all over my face. So I'm just gonna tap it like this. There we go. And I'm just gonna highlight in the areas where like light naturally hits my face. I'm gonna pat it out. I'm gonna pat it out. I'll show you what it looks like on its own, because I feel like I also wanted to highlight first, not just because of that, but I just want to see what it looks like completely on its own without like anything really else on my skin, because I feel like you could put this on just on the high points, not everywhere. You're gonna look kind of Tim Nanny, but because there's no shimmer, I feel like it would look like you have a really natural like glow about your skin, because there's no shimmer in it. Like literally, I'm looking at it and it just looks like a really glowy foundation. So I feel like it has that kind of here, I'll show you what it looks like. I have this Glossier futuredew. Love this product. I use this on my no makeup days. Like I'll just put this on over my moisturizer, and that like has no shimmer in it whatsoever, and it's like kind of like a serum. It'll make you look like amazing. I can put a little more over here. And yeah, right now I can't see like any shimmer or anything. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit on my nose, because my nose can break up and get a little oily. Like yesterday I put it like more like everywhere, like a little chunkier on the cheeks, on the forehead. And it looked really nice, like lovely to start with. And I'm like, yes, I have dewy skin. But by the end of the day, it just looked a little too much. A little on the lip. And on the chin. I think that's like plenty. It's like a very natural highlight. So see, there's like this really soft kind of like light. I feel like you can really like see it on my nose, maybe on my forehead, and on the cupid's bow. I think it's nice. But yeah, definitely like that. I think it's glowy and cute. So now I'm gonna move on to bronzer. What I've been doing lately is not really bronzing, or it's bronzing, but it's not with a bronzer. So I've been using Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. If you have darker skin than me, I'm pretty sure you can't do this, but they do have liquid bronzers where you could, where I think it's looks really nice and natural. But to me, Dusk is a little too dark for my cheeks. It makes me look a little orangey. But in this area, in like your temple region and on the cheeks right here, it looks like a really nice bronzer, and it kind of like adds a little more definition to my skin. This paint tube has lasted me like over a year. I like bought this like a long time ago, and I don't know when things expire. I just throw them out when things smell bad. So I like to try and like use up the makeup that I own instead of like just moving on to the other product. Like the reason why I bought this is because I'm basically out of this. Like, I think there's just one squirt left, and I'm kind of sad about it, but I think this is a great, like, alternative. So anyway, I'm just going to take dusk on, like, my finger, and I'm going to start in the temple and kind of go down onto the tops of my cheeks. And I'm just going to take my other finger and blend it out. And I'm going to go a little bit up my forehead and a little down the cheeks, and it kind of creates a nice C shape. So you're defining that cheekbone. Oh yeah, and you can still see the auric. Has anyone else been getting like a craving to see like live music? Like, I'm not really like a concert person, but dang, like as soon as like these like regulations like lift up and I can travel and crap, I want to go to Coachella. I never wanted to really go to Coachella, maybe in high school when I thought it was really cool, but now I'm like, I want to go to Coachella. I want to do Bonnaroo. I'll probably do Bonnaroo first. But yeah, like, I just want to go somewhere, be in a crowd of people, listen to some live music. Like, I just want, like, I want to do the complete opposite of, like, what I've been doing now. And it's so frustrating. I'm now going in with for my blush, I'm using also another cloud paint in the shade Puff. This is my favorite shade of them. It's like a really nice light cool pink, and it's great to just like emphasize your cheeks. And I like to put a little bit on the nose. I'll show you. Also, I like these cloud paints because like they're super easy to apply. Like I just use my fingers. Like if you can't tell, like I've used this entire makeup is just fingers. Like I don't like to pull out like my brushes or my beauty blender if I don't like have to. So I start kind of on the outer side of the apple, and I kind of like to blend it in like that, and kind of like go into like the bronzer that we just did. Just pat it out. I was talking a little bit about my hair earlier, and I ended up getting really frustrated with it yesterday, and so I ended up looking up a bunch of hair videos because I'm like, I can't stand my hair right now. So I'm growing it out from a pixie cut, which is kind of why it's in this weird haircut. This like, it doesn't like go past my ears. I did not cut this way on purpose. I had this pixie cut, had it shaved all around, and then I had it like growing up on top. Really cool looking. I got so many compliments on it, and I loved it, and I had it for like years. I even wore it like that for my wedding. It looked really cool because I wore like a ball gown, so it was like edgy with a ball gown. Really cool. But I think because of like quarantine and like everything, like I'm just bored, so I started growing it out, and it's the most like frustrating thing. Like growing out hair is frustrating itself. I feel like growing out curly hair is so much worse because no matter how much like length you get, it'll just like curl up more and look like even shorter. Very annoying. Okay, cool. I have my blush on. Alright. But yeah, just growing out my hair is not fun. And then I feel like I look like trash most of the time. So if my curls are not like perfect, I feel like I look even worse than like already. So I've been like looking up curly hair videos, and I found this girl like Mains by Mell. I feel like every like curly person knows her, but like except for me. But I just found her, and she's like mind-blowingly different than what I was doing. I don't know. It was just like I was putting so much weight on my hair. I was like, I want more volume up here and like to the side, but like it felt like my hair was dragging down and then greasy. So I like looked up her videos, and she like explained my issues like perfectly. And yeah, and I tried it this morning, and now I have like these nice like little ringlets that are hard for me to get, honestly, because my hair is still short. So there's not like a whole lot of length to it to curl. Like when it was like really short, like it would just like barely like curl. It would just be like a little wave. And now that I'm like growing out the sides, like they're having like little issues curling, of course. But yeah, she like opened my eyes. I'm gonna probably link her in the description if I can remember, so like other curly hair people can like look at it. Okay, so now that we're done with the face, I feel very glowy, like nice. Yeah, I'll definitely be using up that full bottle of Auric, which will take me a while because it's giant. And if I can remember, I will, I'll do a check-in and I'll show you how my skin looks at the very end. I like to use the Loreal telescopic carbon black mascara. This is a really nice mascara. It like has this super long thin wand. I don't know. Ooh yeah, I feel like a beauty guru. It has a super long thin wand, which is nice. And I can just, it combs through really well, and like because it's so thin, I can really like get into the tops of my lashes because my lashes are blonde, so it's hard to like coat them. So yeah, I'll just start combing them through. And this is still kind of a new mascara, so like it clumps up a little bit because it's so new, but I'll show you how I get rid of that. Okay, now that I got these lashes coated, like look at the difference. Like it just makes me look so much more awake and cute. But now that I got these lashes coated, I'm going to show you what I do to like separate them. I like to use another mascara, and it's the Glossier Lash Slick. I like Glossier. I think it's nice in terms of natural makeup. But they have a nice plastic wand as well. It's a little thicker than that one, but this one gets in to separating the lashes. Like this mascara, if you want like separated, just like thin lashes, like just use this. But I like to take it into the lashes that I just coated with mascara and go through it like this until it's separated in the way I want. Okay, got the mascara done. I think I look like a little Bambi. Okay, I'm gonna finish it up with the Tower 28 lip gloss in Chill. It's just a clear gloss. It's really nice. It's probably the most like glidey lip glosses. It kind of has like the texture of like water. I'll just put it on. Alright, and take down the hair. Gotta be very careful. Don't set the curls. We got a gun over here. Just I like it. Oh, this is just simple look. Like my skin looks like really good right now. In terms of glow, like this stuff has like the most natural glow that I've like ever seen. This, I feel like you can't like put it under foundation or like tap it above your makeup because it's like too serumy and too like skincare. Like I like to use this just like completely alone. With this, I feel like is even more versatile because it doesn't have that shimmer in it. You can completely wear it alone, like you don't even need concealer, or you can wear it with makeup. It'll just sit like so nicely on the skin and like look like, I don't know, just glowy and nice. I would not put it all over your face because when I did that yesterday, it looked way too much. But it might work if you have like really dry skin. For me, no. But just as a highlight, like I'm really liking it, and I'll definitely like use it on my makeup days. Hey guys, I just wanted to hop back on here. The sun is about to go down now in my day, so I wanted to hop on here before like it was completely dark since I use natural lighting. But yeah, my skin is still looking very nice. So this is my skin. It's still like very like soft looking, not too much. You can see it's a little shiny on my nose, but that's like completely normal. See the shine on my forehead? A little on my chin. My chin and my nose probably got the most oily, but on my cheeks, the highlights stayed pretty much in its area. So yeah. I think it's a very nice product. I would definitely be using this pretty much every day I highlight. I like a very natural highlight. I like to glow. This basically takes the cake for everything, and I'm going to continue to wear it almost every day. Like, even when I'm not wearing, like, concealer all over, I think it'd be very nice. The packaging is very nice. It's, like, huge. Like, compared to my hand, it's giant. Like, this is giant. Like I said earlier, the cap isn't really that hard to, like, pull off. I can tell it's going to, like, loosen over time. But I like that it does feel secure on there. So I don't have to worry if I, like, throw it in a bag and want to go somewhere. And, yeah, it's just a really nice product, and I'll continue to buy from this brand. I might end up buying the eyeshadows that she also released. I wear eyeshadow, but I don't wear it often enough to justify how much it is for one of them. So I'll have to think about that. But if I see more reviews and they're, like, amazing, I might jump for it. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on Auric. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was chill, relaxing. And yeah, hope you have a good day. Bye.